So there's definitely a saying in Minnesota especially, but Midwest as a general, it's pretty true, and that's Minnesota nice. It's definitely a culture of maybe a little old-fashioned even. You know, we're a little bit slower culture. It's a very friendly culture. When it's 50 below outside and there's somebody that's in the ditch on the side of the road, you're going to stop and help them out. You're not going to leave them sit there and freeze. You know, people will chat that don't know each other from Adam.
We have to be in the action office.
Well, from our perspective, it's day 2. From the Wilmar perspective, it's day 1, and we just arrived at the Wilmar office.
It's actually really fun.
See ya. You too. How are you?
This is it. Wow.
Hi, buddy.
It's all weird with the camera and everything.
Jason, how are you?
It's awkward. My name's Ryan Thielen. I run our Minnesota branch office. I'm Director of Support and now Director of MRG as well. Above and beyond those 2 departments, we also have our Ecrion department out here, and we also take care of all of our training for the company, for public trainings at least, out of this office. The last group that came out, as Jason would say, we broke them.
we like to have a good time.
The break room, bunch of coffee, fancy coffee.
Yeah, that works too. Well, I actually went to college in Duluth for my first year and a half. I'm Catherine Akleba, and I'm part of the MRG group here at Procore and loving it. I'm great, thanks for asking, Chris. I actually started out in our support department back in April. So it's been a lot of fun and exciting change here in Minnesota, being able to start up this branch office. Buck started it back in, I think was it November of last year, and was working out from his office. So that fish tank that you may have seen on the way in was actually in his basement of his house, and he was working down there and starting Procore in Minnesota here. So this office, we're actually located on the Midwest Technology Campus, and it used to be a state hospital way back in the day. So, you know, the crazy people, they'd lock them up here. Chris, with a K, she actually grew up in Wilmer. And she said that there used to be signs out front of the building, like don't pick up hitchhikers around this area because they would escape from the facilities and try to like hitch a ride and be crazy. And yeah, not so good.
I'm Jason. I primarily work over in support. I've done some video creation for Procore in the past, as well as some content creation for social media. The team members we have out here are Vanessa Erickson, Jeremy Miller, Chris Corey, and myself on the support side. And then we have Catherine Akleba, as well as largely Buck on the MRG side.
I realized that Wilmar was such a big city.
It's the turkey industry that's what really built this.
That is a fact that we better capture that, Mike.
Done.
It's all about turkeys.
Well, I'm Chris Quam. I'm a resident Crazy Minnesotan. I do the Ecrion PDFs.
Chris and I are the morale of the office. So without us, this whole place goes down.